Woke up early for the Giants and the Panthers to play football. Big mistake.
Yeah.
And I don't
Well,
want
the
to say,
Germans woke up at a normal time and paid a bunch of money and drove to a stadium and watched something they couldn't understand.
yeah, I
But
like this. I like to sleep in on my Sundays. I like to, because I know I got a jam packed day. If I wake up too early on a Sunday,
yeah,
bro, halftime of 1 o'clock games,
sure.
I might be snoozing. I might, I
You're
might,
nodding
I might,
off,
I
yeah.
might be out. Some of these in this game might have put me out for a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, but Panthers Giants. I mean, we're not gonna. How much time do you really spend analyzing this game? I mean, Bryce Young, sure, Daniel Jones is done. He's not gonna. All I see is
The
he's
second you lose to the Panthers, Daniel Jones' career might be over.
yeah, and I don't know if Daniel Jones is given an opportunity anywhere else.
I doubt it. I mean, probably like a Trubisky type of backup player.
Carson Wentz,
Yeah,
like
I mean Carson Wentz somehow he got on the Chiefs,
yeah, I mean, bro's just getting backup ring
but
after
no,
backup
with
ring.
this Giants team, I mean they don't have the worst defense, and they've got Malik Neighbors, who I'm assuming they're going to want to build around, and not Daniel Jones. So probably going to.
Fair.
I mean, this to me, this is a pretty good time to say, hey, let's fucking fully tank now.
And they're also, I mean, they're going to get that first round pick, and they're obviously going to take a quarterback. But I mean, call me crazy, but look, I'm not hating on anybody, but the quarterback draft class, the
Agreed.
class and the quarterback class this draft is,
We don't know
I truly don't know. Like,
because I mean Carson Beck started the season off great, then had a game with what 5 picks, terrible game against. Like the past 3 weeks, he's looked fucking like a skinny dud. It's terrible.
mm,
Cam Ward fucking loses to Georgia Tech, fumbles
Cam
in the
Ward, see, but
last drive of the game.
it's like, but that game aside, it's like, I know we're in a different era of football, but I
Yeah.
don't. I truly don't know how his game's going to translate.
I mean, he
Uh,
is fairly
and we'll see.
accurate and composed,
But like,
but
it's like, do you okay? You think he would? You think it'd be like? And I know the easy answer could be like, well, it wouldn't be good for anyone. But like Cam Ward specifically, Shador, like, look, okay, honestly, more like I say more of Shador because I say Cam's more polished than Shador. You think
yes.
you think you think Shador wants to go to the Giants and deal with that mess?
I don't know.
I
I
mean,
the last thing I want to see out of him is picking and choosing his teams. I mean, doesn't he
well,
want to go to the Cowboys or some shit?
I don't think it's gonna be the first overall pick either way,
No.
so it doesn't really matter. But
Um,
it's just like I don't really know the because of this draft class not being just that eye grabbing, just that just it's just not that.
yeah.
It's
Like
not.
you
I
have
don't want to say
you have
not that
you have
talented.
maybe one quarterback in the Heisman race
I don't want to
right
say
now.
not that talented, but I will
Yeah.
say it seems like there's more underclassmen quarterbacks being
Of
talked
course.
about more than there
Well,
usually are.
you got Quinn Ewers,
And you got bro the Mahomes copy and paste.
Raiola.
Yeah,
Um,
but
yeah, you got Arch, young Arch. Arch is still what? Is he redshirt or is he a sophomore now? He's a sophomore.
it's his second year.
Yeah, he's second year.
I don't know. I
Because
don't
he
know
sat
anything.
behind him last year, and then the whole
Okay.
thing was like, yo, is he going to stay? Because Quinn's going to get the job.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
And Quinn
but
Ewers, I mean, it's like
well, they threw fucking Arch out in the middle of a Georgia game against the best defense in college football, and
mm,
kind of fucked up Arch a little bit. And they're like, whoa, he's not doing any better than Quinn. It's like, hey, fucking playing
it's
Georgia, dude.
Georgia.
This
It
is
is
tough.
Georgia. Yeah, that was
But
kind of a
I don't know.
setup, but
Yeah,
because of the
there's a
lack
few.
of I don't want to say lack of talent, but I will use that word for replacement of another word that I can't think of. Because of the lack of talent in the draft class for quarterbacks this year, I don't really know if any of them would be able to clean up the mess in New York for the Giants. Like I don't
Maybe
see that happening.
Travis Hunter. But Daniel Jones isn't going to get any better.
that's the thing. It's like
I mean, maybe they draft Ashton first overall, and
Travis
now
Hunter,
Daniel's got a good running back, and they can make the playoffs.
dude. Travis Hunter's career would be so. It would start off so treacherous if the Giants drafted him, because
Agreed.
they would be the type of franchise to play him on both sides and like fuck it all
Easily,
up, like not know how to like
easily.
control it or just. And I disagree with that at completely. But if they're gonna do it, hopefully whatever team decides to do it can manage it the right
Yeah,
way.
I mean, my thing with the two-way thing is like, if the team wants you to do that, sure, but there's no way you're gonna get the maximum out of these players. I
Yeah,
mean, out
no,
of him on both
well,
sides.
out of him and out of whatever corner or receiver he's filling in
He's
for
over
on the other
exactly.
side, it's like, yeah, it's just you're not getting the max
Like
out of.
honestly, a fresh leg corner is gonna be better than you in the fourth quarter.
And it's just in the NFL. It's just a different. It's just a different. It's just a
And
different
he's
game.
always on these podcasts, and he's like, or his podcast or whatever, and he's like, you really think the NFL's that hard, bro? They say I can't play both ways. It's like, I don't know. I think it's pretty hard because no one's doing it.
Well, I don't know
There's
if
some
NFL
DBs out
players,
there who can catch.
and I don't know if NFL players want to shit on it or like be like, no, you can't do it. But I think most NFL players, I think any NFL player that is putting up productive numbers on whatever side of the ball they play on is very, 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 very well against trying to go play on the other side of the ball at some points during the game.
Yeah.
Like they're probably not thinking
There's no dudes out here asking to go play
no.
DB after fucking scoring a touchdown.
No, like here's the thing. Like you think prime Jalen Ramsey was coming off the field like, let me get in, let me run some
No.
routes. Let me like it's
Fuck
just
no.
that wasn't happening.
Now Travis is in great shape and he's conditioned and all that
Yeah,
shit, but I don't know.
but it's the NFL. They're all in good shape.
Of
They're all in
course.
great shape.
Of course.
They all have the stamina, I guess, to play on both sides if that's what we're
Except
talking
for
about. But good old tap out.
which is crazy because bro got back in the game. It's like I don't know.
Well,
I don't know. It's a dumb situation out there.
we didn't have to watch Anthony Richardson play this week. Speaking of Anthony